Rathmore, the Great Rath, the Great Fort, is mentioned in Irish documents. It is clearly the seat of power in this part of County Antrim for the Dalriada. It's in the townland of Moylinny and is often referred to as Rathmore Moylinny. And Moylinny is now a small townland in the civil parish of Antrim. But back in the early medieval period, 1400, 1300 years ago, it was the centre of an Irish lordship which extended as far as Ballyclare and perhaps beyond. The location of Rathmore is significant. It's on the southern slopes of an eminence of the 6 Mile Water Valley and has fantastic views in every direction and consequently could be seen from far away. There are 5 legendary roads that lead from Tara, and the one that goes from Ulster goes through Ulster, goes from the Moray Pass up to Dunseverick. And Rathmore is one of the places that is mentioned that it passes close to. Because of the mountainous terrain, it passes slightly to the west, but the fact that it is mentioned on the routeway of the Slieve Leave Muckra shows and confirms how important Rathmore was in historic times. Okay, we started off on top of the bank of the monument, and it's very overgrown. It's very hard to get an idea of how impressive and the scale of the monument. So we've come down to the field now, and looking at it from a distance, it gives you the impression of the magnificence and the imposing nature of Rathmore and how it sits very deliberately in the landscape. So what sort of monument is Rathmore? Well, it's a protected archaeological monument. It's entered into the Northern Ireland Sites and Monuments Record as Antrim 050016, and it's what we call a raised or platform rath. So as I've said, Rathmore is a royal site. It's a very imposing monument. It's 50 metres across in the inside. It has a single bank which is 6 metres high and a ditch outside that which is over 6 metres wide, and the ditch is at least 1.5 metres deep. So these are very clearly imposing and impressive fortifications. We call this type of monument a raised rath or a platform rath.